Good morning, everyone. So today I'm going to start filming a bit of a camper trailer build. Every time we go camping, I always think, what can I do to make it easier, quicker, and just more streamlined process every time we go camping. So if you've been watching the videos, as you know, we've got a like a camper trailer with a, I don't know if it's called a trailer topper. It folds out and over and down, and you know, the kids sleep down on the floor, and it's got an awning out the front, etc. But there's a lot of poles and canvas and mucking around. It's a good little unit. I've enjoyed using it. We're going to have a few bigger trips coming up soon, so I'm just trying to make that process a bit easier. So I'm going to remove it, and for the time being, I'm just going to slide it over onto the bike trailer with a couple of pallets on it at the right heights, and that way at least I can still move it around. So what I've been doing in the last couple of months, I've been watching the King's rooftop tent, the Mark III, and it's slowly been coming down. It came down to a pretty good price yesterday, so I thought I'll go and grab one. It did start at $3 I remember, and it came down to 2.5, but I picked it up for $19.95, so I thought that was a pretty good price. It's not my first choice on rooftop tents, but it's the cheapest and it works. So I personally, I wouldn't put it on top of my cruiser. I just think it's a bit too big and bulky. I like the more slimline ones, but for the camper trailer, be perfect. It's boxy, the camper trailer's boxy, and it'll fit on there nicely, and you can put all your bedding in there and it's going to work, I reckon. So that's just my opinion. I'm going to get that on top of the camper trailer. It's going to be a little bit of a build, so I'll film it as I go, so you know, everyone who's interested can sort of follow along. It's not going to be a work of art, but I'll do my best, as I always do. But like I said, we do have a few trips coming up, and I want to try and get it done before then. We'll just see how it goes. So I also picked up a single swag, so the young fella can sleep in that, because we've got 3 kids. So I've got a double swag, and that'll be good. And also, just by a bit of luck, a couple of days ago, I picked up a King's 270 deluxe awning off Marketplace for like $100. Basically brand new. It's only been used a couple of times, so that was a bit of a score. So I'm going to put that on the camper trailer as well. So yeah, just going to change my setup a bit. You know, if you're interested, follow along and see how it goes. So I'm just in the process of sliding that camper onto the bike trailer, and it's it's not easy because it's a bit heavy. I've just built it up, just leveled it off, tech screwed it all down just to hold it temporarily, and then I can sort of start working on my idea for that. So stay tuned. So time for just a quick update. It's about a week later, so I've been working away, taken a few measurements, sort of got something worked out in my head. I've made up a frame to sit the rooftop tent on, and I've just got to enclose that. This side here, just got a couple of cheap boxes from Super Cheap Auto. I've taken the handles off and the latches and stuff, and they're going to sit in here as sort of storage cupboards, I guess. I've just got to reinforce them a bit. They're a bit flimsy. Also, I've got to take off this back tailgate, cut this out, and then I'm going to make a door. I think I'm going to make it all in one unit, and then I can just put it in and attach it, and that'll be a lot easier than trying to make it up as I go. I've also got to just fill out this section here. This will sit down a bit better. But anyway, it's all up here, trust me. So it's coming along. It's all right. I've just got to work out how to attach the rooftop to this. I've got a bit of an idea. I'm just trying to keep it low for the center of gravity, and that'll still be enough room to get all my camping gear in there. Still a bit to go. I've got to put an awning on, got to work out how to attach that because I want to lift it up a bit, so I'll have to make some sort of a lift for that. We're going well, just chipping away at it slowly, just trying to keep it as light as possible. Okay, welcome back. Time for another quick update. It's another week later, so I just thought I'd give you a bit of a progress report. So I've got the frame welded up and sort of done to how I'm happy with. It's nice and solid, and put some little gussets in just to make it stronger. I'm just using what I've got lying around in the shed. I've got lots of, you know, steel and offcuts and stuff, so I'm just trying to use up what I've got without sort of buying anything. So that's why it's a bit all over the place. I've sort of nicknamed it Franken Trailer, but it'll be alright. It's a bit rough and ready, but it should come together in the end. I've got the back sort of ready to go. I've ordered some latches and some hinges. I've sort of worked out all my sheeting, you know, once again, what I've got lying around. So I'll go through that at a later date. These super cheap auto boxes, I've just replaced the hinges on them with some better ones, and it's made a big difference. So they're not so flimsy. And I've taken all the handles off, all the latches off, because I've got something else in mind for that. They're just going to sit in there like that. I'm just using some of this aluminium angle, so I've just cut that. That's going to go up there. I'm going to Tek screw that in, and then maybe Tek screw or pot rivet from inside the box, and then sort of same again down into the beam. And I also put some of this rubber sealant stuff, if that's what you call it, just this rubber foam stuff, just to try and stop some of the dust coming in. It's going to be a bit of an experiment. I might need some more around here as we go, but time will tell, so we'll just see how that goes. Like I said, it's a bit rough and ready. I'm on a bit of a tight schedule with this one because I've got to have it done. We're going to be using it soon, so I've only got a few weeks left, but I might have to finish it off later on down the track, get it painted after the trip we need it for, but we'll just see how we go. Yeah, so I'm about to fix that, and then I've worked out how I'm going to attach this this King's rooftop tent. I'm going to weld some box section there, but I'll show you that when I'm up to it. But anyway, that's where I'm up to. I also welded these tabs on here so I can attach it through the side. I was going to come down all the way around, but especially with these boxes I can't get to it, so I've welded some tabs on there. So I've got 4 there, and 2 on the front. It'll just be easier drilling through the sheet than drilling down through this box section here. So that's not going to go anywhere. There'll be 10 bolts holding that on. Anyway, that's where I'm up to. So I'll keep going. Rightio. So time for another update. I've sort of decided how I'm going to mount this thing on the roof, and I've cut some box section and welded that there. There's 3 there, 2 there, and another 3 there. So with the King's rooftop tent, it's only got 2 tracks. I thought it might have had a 3rd one, but it's only got 2 to fix to your roof rack or whatever down each side. So that's okay. They give you 6 mounting plates, 6 of these. Don't pay any attention to that bit of ply there at the moment. So I've got some runners to go across here, and then I'm going to have, you know, 2, 4, 6, and use up all the mounting plates up under here like that. At the moment I went down and got a bit of ply, and I'm just going to lie that on the roof, and then I'm going to sheet that with a bit of sheet steel there I've got. It's it's about the lightest thing I can do. And because there's actually nothing going on the roof, all the weight's taken on the corners of the rooftop tent straight down there. There's no weight on the roof itself, so that's okay. So I've just got to make it waterproof and as light as possible. So rather than just stick that sheet steel over the top and have it sort of banging around, and you know, even if I fix it, I just didn't want it, you know, vibrating and whatnot on the road. I thought I'll just stick a bit of ply under that and seal it up, and that'll all be waterproof. I've got some channel to go on here, so like I said, I'm just using up all the leftover bits and pieces of sort of crap I've got lying around in the shed, but it'll come together in the end. I've got the boxes in, they fit nice just like that, so that'll be all right. So I've just cut that piece of ply, got that in there. It's got a bit of a bow in it, but when I screw that down, that'll pull that down, and then I'll be able to start getting that piece of sheet steel over the top for the roof. So I've just started cutting this piece of sheet, and I'm just about getting ready to lie it on. So I've just cut out around my roof rack there. A bit hard to do with the camera in one hand, but that'll slide in there like that, and then that'll poke under there. And vice versa. That'll just pop in, pop down there, and then I'll get another sheet for up the side there and seal that up. Okay, good morning everybody. I'll just give you another update where I'm up to. It's a bit all over the place. I've sort of been skipping ahead and probably not filming as much as I should, but anyway, I'll give you a bit of a rundown what I'm doing. Yesterday I got the sides on, and I've done the front up here. That's just some of that aluminium composite panel, you know, thin sheet of aluminium and a bit of, I don't know, foam or something on the inside. Had that knocking around. It's just why it's got the joint in it. Just tried to make it even. So that stuff's, I love working with that. That's great. That's super light and nice and easy to work with. The boxes are in. I've sealed all around. I just haven't sealed up there yet. So I've sealed all around. Haven't done the door yet at the back. Filled in the panels. I've still got to seal all this here. And I also got the rooftop tent on. That was a bit of a mission, but we got that up there just to sort of see how it looks. It's just sitting on some wood at the moment because I'm just trying to work out my my roof rack system with the awning, etc. I had it up, sort of just tinkering with some sizes and measurements and angles. Anyway, cut a long story short, these things have quite a big awning on them once they're open, which is great, but the attachment points seem to foul with the awning. Now this side's okay because I've come up with a solution to the problem, because if my awning's up here, obviously you can't have the pole coming up through the awning, so I'm going to move that and make a bracket to sit just on top of the awning, which will fix that problem. But the back, because this is a 270-degree awning, I'm going to have the same problem at the back with these poles. So I think the only way to sort of fix that, because it's low, is I'm going to have to spin this around so the hinges are at the back, so it opens at the front. And I've seen a few people do that and haven't seemed to have any trouble. I've seen a few questions about people wondering if water gets in through the front here, but they seem to be okay with it. So I think that's what I'm going to do. it'll just be a quick and easy fix and solve a lot of problems with these awnings, just because it's so low. So I'm going to spin that around, and then I can sort of work out what I'm going to do here with the awning. I don't know if I'm going to sort of make it like a telescopic thing. I don't really want this up too high, look a bit crap, but we'll just see. So that's where I'm up to at the moment. Anyway, I'll give you another update shortly. Time for another update. It's been a little while since I last did an update, so because I'm sort of just doing it on weekends and whenever I can fit it in between all the other things going on in life. But I've got the rooftop tent on. I've got all the so-called roof racks on, painted, bolted up. I've got it in a position where I want it. I've done the paneling. What else have I done? I went over to the local steel supply place in town and bought 6.5 meters of aluminium angle there, and that's just got to go up there. I'll put that on last. That's like one of the little jobs. I can still use it if I have to. Because I'm on a bit of a tight time schedule here, I just thought I'll leave that till last, because worst comes to worst, I can still take it and use it without the angle on. I've got these latches. These are just an eBay job. Got 4 of those. Put those on. I was just trying to think of the most easiest way to attach these, so I just put them on the angle, and that seems fine actually. That they don't move, they don't rattle. I'm just going to put some of these up. Once again, I just ordered some cheapo, these Caribbeans off eBay, not this size, but and they'll just go on there just in case they want to come up and stop all my stuff coming out. I've got the awning on, and I've made that adjustable. I've got 4 holes drilled down that smaller piece of square tubing, if that's what you want to call it. So, you know, just lift that up to the desired height, and put one of these locking pins in. All good. So that's done. And now I'm just working on the door, the back door here. I've just made up a like a frame here. I'm going to put some of that stick on, you know, weatherproof foam stuff. I can't quite think what it's called, but you know the stuff. I'll show you later on anyway what I'm talking about. I've got some hinges from a caravan place. Now I'm just going to finish welding this up. I'm going to put a cross piece in there, and then I've got some more of that aluminium sort of composite panel to go on there, nice and light, and a couple of latches, and we'll get that on. It's slowly taking shape, so I'm going to get onto it today, another day in the shed, and we'll see how much I can get done. Check back with me soon. Okay, so I've made up a door. I've got that on. I just welded up the frame. There it is there. Kept it pretty light. I've attached those hinges I got from the caravan place. They seem nice and strong. So I pot riveted that on, nice and light. That's good. So now I'm just working out how I'm going to mount this latch and attach the locking mechanism. So that's it there. It's going to go that way. I've got 2 of those. So what I'm thinking, I've just welded up that. I'm going to put that there, and then I can adjust it up and down and side to side as I need to. So one at the top, one at the bottom. Because I've got these boxes on this side, it's sort of the best I can do, but that's fine. It's not going to be an issue. I can, you know, chuck heaps of stuff in there and that won't get in the way. But I didn't get a template or anything with these, so I've just been measuring it out myself you know, nutting it out little by little. So that'll go in there. One there. So I'm just going to grab the Dremel out and cut that out. I might even use the grinder actually. Anyway, we'll cut that out. We'll see how we go. Time for another update. It's a couple of weeks after the last one. So at the moment it's all done and ready to go. So I'm just in the process of loading it up because we've got a trip on. So once I'm down at the campsite, I'll do a proper walk around and it'll all be set up so you can see how it looks in the finished state. Yeah, finally got it all done. Sealed up all the roof, put the angle edging on, and just touched up a few little pieces here and there. Had to make a few fine adjustments to the awning, just make that slide up and down easier. So I'm happy with that. Got the door on, got the latches on, number plate, light, all that, all hooked up, all works. So yeah, we're ready to roll. Came together pretty quick. I was in a bit of a hurry, so would have been nice just to have a little bit more time, just to take my time a bit more. But overall, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, it's made to be used and dragged around in the bush and you know, all sorts of tough tracks and whatnot that we like to go to. So you know, a few scratches and little dings, it's not going to be a problem. So we'll see how it goes. I did go down and get it weighed just out of curiosity to see where it was sitting, and it came in at 640 kilos with about 80 kilos of ball weight. So that's pretty good actually. So I can put about 110 kilos of storage in there, and I don't really think I'll use all that, but it's nice to have it. So it's still legal. I'm happy with that. That's good. Won't be any problems, you know, going forwards. So it's just good to know. So stay tuned for the full walk around when it's all up. I'll just do a quick sort of final review. This is the last part. So this is what it looks like when it's all set up. So I've just got that big King's awning out there, which gives us plenty of room. That's how it looks. And there's the rooftop tent set up. Just up there like that. Give us plenty of room. So I think that's going to work out well. So with the rooftop tent there, we've actually got a like a mattress topper, which is another 3 centimeter eggshell mattress on top of the standard one. Both our sleeping bags and a doona in there. So because it's quite big, we can get all our stuff in there, which is great. There's no passing it up. Just our pillows need to go in there. So I think that's going to work well.